never happened because the Flash did it. Remember when Batman said...
Superman did in the Superman movie. It was.
Where did he get the idea from? The Flash.
I don't think the Flash was relevant in like 80s something, but he had to save. It was Lex Luthor's plan, or then it was.
Back then, it was the Flash with the strainer on his head, with the hubcap on his head. Remember? And the wings on his feet. Remember that guy? I'm like, are you a Greek messenger or?
I think that was his dad in the show.
Yeah.
Because in the show, his whole origin story was that like
a whole generation. Because remember he has like the grandson. Like remember the one like the newest Flash. He just has like yellow goggles on. Like the Young Justice one. That kid. Barry or something. No, Barry's
the one that.
Like,
but not a lot of. Barry's fast, but Wally is faster.
Right. But then, even not even including the Flash, talking about the whole Speed Force, dude, you're gonna snipe anybody in the Speed Force, bro. You're gonna snipe death, bro. You're gonna kill what's gonna kill what you're killing. Like you can't.
Well, remember in Family Guy, death can still die, but it comes back as.
Yeah, he's like you get reborn, and he's like, and he's back. He's like, what? He's like, what happened? He's like, I was born in China. He's like, girl, yep. Oh, God. But I'm telling you, dude, I can't wait for the movie, because you're going to see Cyborg takes over the Batmobile I think. He's like, I got it from here, Alfred. He's like, who are you? Yeah, like,
he's like, I don't remember.
Aquaman surfs a dude down a fucking building.
I seen that, and I was done.
That's pretty sweet, like, Aquaman swimming and stuff. That's cool. But they didn't show too much about the Flash. Because they want to save it because he's fucking sweet.
Well, did you not see the first one?
I've seen Wonder Woman 100 times. I've seen Batman.
Well, the reason why they showed her was because Wonder Woman did great, which I think it did good. But it's since it's the
obviously
first.
They didn't show Superman, but we all know who Alfred's talking to in the woods. If you're a real hero, it's either that or Green Lantern, I guess.
That's what everyone's saying.
Oh yeah. Because like I said, it's either him or Green Lantern. But remember how the ground was shaking? You're welcome. At the end of the one movie.
Yeah.
When Alfred was going up, the ground was shaking. So I think it happened like at the same time. It happened.
Yeah, Batman vs Superman, and clearly they showed him fucking. They were like, "Oh yeah, Kingsman 2, hard to shoot because Henry Cavill has his fucking Superman haircut."
Yeah.
Or he was.
He had a mustache.
Yeah, he had a mustache.
And they had to CGI his mustache out of everything, and it cost so much money. But he had a contract where he was not allowed to shave that mustache off.
Yeah, because he was doing Kingsman too.
Yeah.
I need to... Honestly,
was he in the first one?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah.
I saw the first one. I don't remember him in it.
Never seen them. I never seen them. I heard the second one was kind of like... It was decent.
Cool because the dude opens up his umbrella, and it's just like a fucking gun. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude. And it's not even like that, though. Like... Okay, I remember one of the first scenes.
I think it's this one.
What?
This guy has like an umbrella obsession like that. Like he just came out with an umbrella that the bottom of it is kind of. Huh?
Like the Penguin?
No, that's he's the villain of the Bullet Club, but he's like he just came out with an umbrella that it opens up and it looks like a gun with like the umbrella looking like the chambers and shit.
Oh, nice, that's sweet. But like one of the first scenes, the dude he's like, all right. He was talking to the kid, the older guy, and he's talking to the kid. He's like, all right, let's get out of here. And the guy just stands in front of the door and, like, locks it. And the guy's like, okay. Like, I was watching it. I thought it was going to be like, for kids. No.
Yeah, there's that whole church scene.
Yeah, but, like, the first scene, it's not the fighting, but I'll tell you what happened. He, like, they fight, like, but he doesn't just, like, punch him. He reminds me of, like, Sherlock Holmes. Remember, like, when Sherlock Holmes was, like, he like would picture everything he was about to do. Like he was like, crack the yolk, pepper, a little bit of salt. He's like,
this is what he did, and this is how he did it.
When he actually fell down, he fucking did all the moves that he said he was gonna. That you just talked about. Well, it was kind of like that. Like he had that umbrella, and he grabbed the guy by the ankle and fucking picked him up and like slammed him on the ground, whatever. But the one thing is he took a glass like that one up there and fucking slammed it on the guy's fucking eye, dude. And I was like, oh, fucking owned him, dude. His whole eye was gone. His whole fucking face was smashed in. I was like, not for kids. Like, dude.
That was one of the weird times because radar movies aren't that...
Let me just tell you that if I tune in to AMC this Sunday at 9 o'clock and Negan's not in this episode, I'm going to get so angry, dude. Like, how are you gonna show him? And then, like, I don't even care what's going on in there. Like, I hope he's dead. Not Negan. Gabriel. I don't care if he's dead or not. I just want to fucking see Negan. I don't understand, like, what's going on? Like, all
like
this
I think
talking.
last season there was a max of like 3 episodes without Negan, but that was because they were doing something else with someone else.
Even if he was just like, even in the like, he hasn't really even been in it all like that. The only time I've really seen him was when he had the "Whose dick is bigger" speech. Then he started getting shot at, and he's just walking backwards, flipping him off, going into the building. I was like, he's such a dickhead.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, remember when they're all standing on the balcony? He's like, "What's your name? What's your name?" And then that's when he kicks Gregory down the stairs, and he's like, "Are we gonna stand here all day and talk about whose dick is bigger, Rick? Because we all know it's mine." And it's true because, like I said, he's standing on a balcony with 4 or 5 people with a bat, and he's standing behind a bunch of cars with metal and 50 people with guns, and he's like, obviously, right in that moment, he has the bigger dick. He's like, "So what's up?"
I think my favorite scene,
you know how they start shooting at him and stuff, and he's just walking backwards. He just flips him off. He's just walking back, and he flips him off as he walks into the building.
I think knowing his backstory a little bit more, and then like seeing him in this season, my favorite scene from season 7 was when who's the guy with the burn on his eye? Dwight. He was looking for that one guy, and he was like, "Come on, Dwight, you don't have to do what he says. I mean, we're all just gonna, a guy's just gonna throw up with a baseball bat, and we're all gonna get fucking scared."
It's true. I really don't. I mean, like, I understand Negan's very charismatic. Like I said, he's one of the people, like I was talking about, like Kevin Smith. Like, when he talks, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Mm-hmm. Like, I want to hear what he's saying. You know what I mean? Like, one of my favorite things that Negan ever said was when we went to Sanctuary, right? That's their place.
Yeah.
He went to Sanctuary and he cooked for them, and he like put
the second time he went.
Yeah, like when he shaved his face.
Yeah, when
he put his clothes on, and then he's like, "Rick, is that some way to treat a guy?" He's like, "I cooked your son spaghetti." And like, this is so funny. He's like, "Got quite a mess in there." It's just like a dick. Like, he's just so good. But I don't understand. I don't want it to happen, but I don't understand why, like, a couple people in his group don't just kill him. Because there's gonna be backlash. Like, the people that are really,
like I said, there's people who are.
Like, remember the people? Like, okay. Say me and you were like, "Dude, let's just kill Ezekiel. We know he's not a king. He's just a fucking asshole guy with a tiger. Like, just kill him." Like, we'll probably have to kill Shiva because she's gonna try to kill us for killing him. And then a couple of his closest followers that are like diehard Ezekiel fans, like the guys who died on top of him, like we'll have to fight a couple of them. But there's gonna be regular people in the kingdom that when we go back will be like, Ezekiel died, and they're like, "Oh, fuck."
Same thing can happen with like Rick and the gang.
Yeah, they could just literally
They can be like, "I'm tired of being the gang."
Like, I really think that Rick and Daryl are gonna fight.
Yeah.
There's people on that talk.
I like how you started saying it. And he's like, no.
I know. I was like, "What do you?" I was like, "Did you watch the episode? Like, you had to work at 3 in the morning. So did you really watch this whole thing?" Like, I'm like, he was giving him a look like, "What the fuck is the matter with you?" I was like, "Watch it again." I said, he says, you know, we have our word. That's a lot. Like. And Rick wasn't gonna shoot him. He didn't have his hand on his gun.
I think the problem with this season is they're setting things up in a not so subtle way.
They're making it. You know what they're doing?
Because like the other season, they'd be like, "Oh, haha."
They're making me feel like Rick's the bad guy at this point. I'm starting to feel like Rick is the bad guy. This whole time we're like rooting for this guy when he's really the bad guy of the whole thing. There's people.
He's like, "Ha! I started the virus. It was me.
It was me, you bastards.
I put myself in a coma."
Yeah, I locked myself. I knew if I just lay that hospital bed up sideways, no one's gonna get to me. That was a funny one too. Who's like,
if we ever make a game, that has to be the final boss. It was Rick the whole time.
He's just hiding behind the thing. He's like, "You'll never find me in here." Like,
your Rick is really good.
You just have to do a British guy being a Southern guy. Like,
I can only do the I gotta find my son. Carl,
where's my son? Like, why does her as Batman? Like,
Rick as Batman.
Where's Carl? I want to talk to Carl now. It's just like, what?
Here's a hard one. Mark Wahlberg as Rick as Batman.
Where's Carl? Where the fuck is my son Carl? Why do I sound like you know who I sound like? Hey, Shake. and fucking shaking meat wad. Get the fuck out of my backyard. I'm trying to fucking suntan here. Remember the fat dude from Aqua Teen?
I've seen only like bits and pieces of Aqua Teen.
There's that fat dude with all the, he's like an old Italian dude with all the chains and everything.
Carl, I think his name is.
His name is Carl, yeah. And he's like, what the hell are you guys doing back here? That's literally what he sounds like. Or you know who else that sounds like? The other dude from Futurama. The guy's like, he's always saying S's. I'm just gonna go over here's.
The guy who he sexually harassed Leela and
yeah, he's
Fry
like
tried to say something and he just made it worse.
Yeah, I think he's not the janitor because that's that one dude. But yep. I'm just gonna sit here and read this book. Yep. See, we could do. That's why it's so easy to do these shows because like I only need you to do like a couple voices. I could do like probably like 4 on the show at least. There's
I can do a Gaga.
There's a bunch of like we could do a bunch of easy ones.
Plus, we have to like Zero has to be there as like the voice of reason.
Yeah, Zero's voice will be one of my voice, like one of the voices on the show. But she would be like a character of her own. Like I wouldn't want to give like I wouldn't.
She'd be like Towley or Mr. Hanky or some shit.
Yeah, like that. But then you wouldn't see like one of the critters wouldn't be like, "Hey, Bully, what's up?" Like, who's that? Like
that one, you just gotta do that voice, but like
hey,
low.
Hey, Bully, what's that?
Make it like squeaky or some shit.
Like, because I have like my Zero voice and then her like Zero's voice and then my Zero voice. Like right now I'm just talking to you, just regular Chris. But when I'm talking to her, get it like a little bit more high pitched so she knows like I'm not. Because I have kind of a deep voice. I kept like, who's like a girl? She's like, me?
I want to answer that question, but I feel very uncomfortable right now.
But like, because Bianca's like, sometimes I can't tell the difference between Zero's voice and your voice. Because I'm like, I'm probably upset with a second. I'm like, it's alright, Molly, alright. And she's like, who was that? I'm like, that was me. And the first time was Zero. Like, close, but Zero has more of a speech impediment, you know what I mean?
So she's been thinking this whole time that it's alright, it's alright. I
wasn't talking on it. Like,
was
right. I wasn't saying nothing. See this smart ass. You're okay. You're alright. It's alright, boy. I'll just lift myself up.
She thought that it's alright was just her catchphrase.
It's alright, boy. That's her catchphrase. It's alright, buddy. I'm sorry. It's alright. Yeah, you can go. Who's good and who's not? Who's good and who's not? That's like that. That's our thing. Like if me and it would be like Finn and Jake and Finn. Yeah, that would be our thing. Get that monkey. Come on, you monkey.
Or
who's a monkey dick?
I was gonna say or like Mordecai and Rigby, but that's not the same.
Well, yeah, I guess like she could be Rigby. She's the same color.
Bro, we gotta break the tie.
Me and Zero, I get food. We're both like, yeah, because we both know that we're gonna eat. Like, we're like, okay, it's good. Good girl.
I do kind of really. I feel like at the end of this season, Gabriel and Ezekiel's gonna die. I know that's kind of weird because they're the only 2 men of color.
Yeah. Not including Morgan. What do you think, you boy?
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Morgan.
Morgan.
What are you thinking, you son of a bitch? That's it. Well, that's nothing. You ain't nothing.
I feel like he's just gonna leave entirely.
He's like, you know what? He's just turned into Craig. Like, fuck you guys. You suck. Every time I hang out with you guys, I end up fighting walkers. You guys fucking suck. This is why nobody hangs out with you guys.
That would have been better if you said I end up going crazy.
Yeah, every time I hang out with you, I start going crazy. This is why no one hangs out with you. Every time they hang out with you, something weird happens.
I think we should make, like, when we get famous enough, we should make a special like that and be like, when he's shooting, like, both guns, you're like, so why do you have one silenced and one not, like...
Yeah, like, that's why I just want to, like, join Robot Chicken. Or, like, Family Guy. But I feel like Robot Chicken's, like, literally, like, our kind of show. Like, not a lot of people are going to be into, but the ones that are, like, really, like, you know.
Like, there was a podcast I was listening to, and the one voice that the guy can do really well is the nerd voice.
I like how all you can see is the hat.
It looks like he's just sitting there.
Yeah, the hat's just sitting there, like, it's an invisible man. The nerd voice guy I could decently do, just because one of my favorite things was he was on a computer and he was looking up something and the FBI came into his house and he's like, oh my God, Jesus Christ! Like, what the hell are you guys doing here? So it's like, it's not quite that, but it's close. Like, we could have a retarded guy like him.
We already do.
We have so many. I have like 6 retard voices, though.
Some of them are louder than the others.
Retard! Yeah, some of them.
I'll edit this out.
Like, there's certain. We're just talking, and then it just cuts back into us talking because I just randomly yell retard.
No, that would be one of the things where it'd be like the really bad dubbing. You'd be like,
yeah, and it's like, wow, you're such a dolphin lover. You know, it's like, why did you add 2 words? You're only covering 1. Like, why are you adding more words? That's the hard part.
I love how, like, my favorite one is always going to be the Big Lebowski, because it's the whole sentence is, I love when this is what happens when you fuck a man in the ass. But on TV, it's, this is what happens when you meet a man in the Alps.
Oh my god. I never seen that movie, but I now I only want to see it on, like, TV, not DVD. Like, I want to watch it so I could hear that. It almost makes it better. I know it's not exactly what we're talking about. It's totally off subject, but one of my favorite go-to things, because I was actually watching Family Guy the other day, and the episode was on where he was like, "You guys like impressions? I'm pretty good at impressions." He's like, "You want to hear my Bob? Hi, I'm Bob from Bob's Burgers. All right, you want to hear my Archer? Hi, I'm Archer from Archer." And he just like doesn't change his voice at all. Just totally.
When I went to the mall the other day, we went to Best Buy, and you know how we go? They have the section where it's like, oh, TV and movies and shit. I seen an Archer thing, and I looked at her and I said, "Hi, I'm Archer from Archer." And then I realized that I wasn't with someone who gets the joke, so I went from like, this is exciting to, oh man.
You just like look around and you just walk away from her. It's just like, I don't even know what the hell's going on.
And I come back and I'm like, I'm Bob from Bob's Burgers.
She's like, I like that show. You're like, fuck. And you're like, that's
she does like that show.
Well, I know, but you're like, that's not what I'm trying to put together here. Like,
it's just like, I love inside jokes. It's just...
It just sucks because it's generally between like 2 people.
And it comes up, it's usually like stupid. Like when you said your friend's favorite card in Card Against Humanity.
Yeah. The gravy card?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you play gravy with him, you win. Like, you win. Like, it could be like anything. Like, what did I bring back from Mexico? Gravy? Okay. Like, I could put black tar heroin and he would still pick gravy over it, even though mine is technically, he makes more sense. But think about, like, how much gravy you can get in Mexico. Like, you could, like, for like $50, you can get like 2 garbage bags of weed. So imagine how much gravy you can get. Like 3 garbage bags.
I just got a picture of Charlie Day's eyes.
Yo, what if it's like not even like good garbage bags though? Like
it's not the hefty kind.
Yeah, it's not like the black contractor bags. It's not even a force flex, okay? It's like 2 Tops bags, and it only 2 Tops bags because the first one has a hole in it. Like that's. Like, it's not worth it. You might as well buy a fresh jar of gravy.
I want someone to draw that.
This is fucking leaking everywhere, and I'm not even near the border yet. Like, I don't understand.
Sir, do you have anything suspicious? No, you're hiding like a bag.
It's my colostomy bag, thank you. I'm gonna keep on going. God damn,
sir, it smells like gravy.
Now you're making me hungry. You want gravy? Fucking have it. And the guy's
but I just got a thought of like Charlie Day's eyes looking at Mexico, and there's like just spaghetti in his eyes.
He's just like, but they're in taco shells.
That's what my favorite episode moment is. She's like, "You want to go on a spa day?" He's like, "What's a spa day?"
It sounds finishing what you're trying to say.
It sounds like you're trying to say spaghetti,
and you're not finishing. Like, she's like, "You want to go to a spa?" And he just blankly looks at her like, she's like, "What?" You're like, "Wait, you're done? You're done talking? I thought you weren't finished saying the word."
She's like, "You know what? Let's go see a movie. Can I bring spaghetti?"
He just has it again, like the Mexico joke. It's not a Ziploc. It's not even like it's like a small value time, like flap over sandwich bag, like in his pocket. Like, it doesn't even have a Ziploc. There's too much spaghetti in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, He has 16 ounces of spaghetti in an 8-ounce bag, like, and like.
He's like, you can't, sir,
not,
you can't bring that in here. And
it's
he puts...
really not a bad idea. Like, if you got one of those, like, 20 ounce fucking Ziploc bags with a zip on the top, dude, you can fill that shit up. You zip it almost all the way, right? And you take it just so there's a little bit of a hole at the top, and you suck the air out of it, and you squeeze the bag, and you, like, vacuum seal it, and you hurry up and zip that motherfucker, and it's fucking... It's airtight, you know what I mean? This way you fold it over, you pack it in your gooch, now it looks like you're packing heat, bro, you're good. You know what I mean? Girls are like, I want to feed her meat. Like, there's no meatballs, just spaghetti. You sit down at the movie theaters and you fucking watch the movie, you eat spaghetti. Then what you do is when you're going in, you take a bag.
I like how you're going to the movies and you're not getting popcorn, you just have spaghetti.
I was getting to the popcorn. What you do is you go to the garbage can, you find one of the buckets that someone threw out, you dump out the popcorn, because fuck that. Then you put your big-ass bag of spaghetti in the popcorn thing, so you can eat that shit, and when the guy with the lightsaber comes up, you're holding a thing.
The lightsaber?
Yeah, the little, hey,
the flashlight?
Yeah, like, you guys, it looks like a lightsaber, dude. It's like,
he's not like, hey, you guys, and killing everyone?
You're gonna tell me it's not a little traffic cone on top of a flashlight. It's literally what it looks like. It's a little orange cone, okay? It's like a cone. So they come up and like, oh yeah, you stop making out. That guy is just eating popcorn, and then just go down. But I'm eating spaghetti. Like they don't know. It's flawless, dude. The only thing that can get you in trouble is the delicious smell of it.
Okay, do you want to see Thor sometime so you can try this out? It
seems like it's really fun talking about it. But it seems like I don't think I'm gonna want to do that.
It's gonna be all cold and shit. You're gonna be like, I need a microwave.
Plus, I think digging through the garbage is gonna kind of draw a little bit of attention to us.
I'll buy a popcorn.
Put it on your head, telling that you're Buckethead's son. Just tell me to go to KFC today, alright, bro? We went to the movies. That's why. They're like, and that's an AMC thing, and Red Regal. We could not even. Where did you find that?
Sir, you're not even at the Regal.
Sir, this is Rite Aid. What the fuck is it? There's no movie. Like, they have a $5 movie section, but it's honestly, it's god-awful. Like, just go home. Like, what are you
90% of it is Adam Sandler films.
Yeah, and then, like, Gone with the Wind is like up there.
Fucking up there.
Gone with the Wind was respectable. Like, but you don't buy it at Rite Aid, though. There's something. Like, what? Dude, you don't go to Rite Aid to buy movies, okay? Like, it's like... I can't even think of...
But there was times where I was cool and I went to 7-Eleven to go pick something up, and I did contemplate on buying a movie there.
That's alright, because I feel like Rite Aid's more like a pharmacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Let me go get my eczema cream and... Oh, look at this! RC cars? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's just... I don't know. Like... It's just weird that like, places like Walmart, like super Walmarts, where you have...
They have, like, electronics and shit, and then they have, like,
dude,
small section of food, and it's like, you don't...
buy food, frozen foods, vegetables, a bakery. You can get your birthday cake. You can get a fucking pumpkin. You can go get some underwear, a TV, fucking jewelry, on your fucking tires for your car, a plant. Like... Fucking 1,000 years ago, you'd be lucky if you had all those things once in your life. And you can go now and buy any of those. And then
it just cuts to a kid opening a present. It's like, wow, I got a TV.
Mom, I got 2 rocks this year for Christmas. Like, holy shit, you're good.
Negan's just the mom?
Yeah, Negan's like, honey, you got 2 rocks. Holy shit.
Instead of a... barbed wire bat, he's a barbed wire broomstick.
Yeah, it's time to sweep the shit out of this kitchen. But it's like, dude, like it's just crazy. But then after buying all that food and all that stuff, you buy all that, you cash out, and on your way out, you stop at Subway inside fucking Walmart. You just bought $100.
It's a mini mall.
Yeah, it really is. Did I ever tell you the joke about they call it a mall?
Because you don't go to one store, you go to the mall.
No, not the mall. We're not in Chicago or in Jamaica, okay? Hey, I love dolphins. Hey, going to the mall, man. No, you go to the mall, you know? Okay. Here's a good one.
You ever think about the word?
I said, here's a fucking good one.
Robotic Negan?
Yeah. Here's a good one. Can you compute it? Oh, shit.
Just have the butter bot?
Yeah. Oh my god. You are not listening. No, okay. Why can't you starve in the desert? Just think about it for a second, because I need to remember the answer. I know the answer, but the wording is 100% of the joke. Why can't you starve in the desert?
Someone's yelling at their computer the answer.
I know. It's something. Okay, it's something along the lines of, and something to do with all this in which all the sand. It's supposed to sound like sandwich. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this joke out. I heard it on American Dad, and I'm trying to remember. Why can't you starve in the desert? I don't know why. Like that's the point. I need to hear that, or else I don't know. It's like the alphabet. If you skip a letter, I'm like, start over. I don't know what's after that letter unless I say that letter.
Like, wait, did you say M? I didn't hear an M.
Oh, I need to do that whole section. LMNOP. If you mess that up, like LM, I'm like, nope, start over, because I can't go OP. Like, I need to, like, LMNOP. It's a song.
It sounds like, that sounds like a call and response.
You know what? Fuck that joke. I can't remember it. Okay, we're going to move on to the alphabet, because it's something interesting I like. Like, okay, like I said, remember, singing the alphabet, like, you need, it's the whole, the most important thing of what I just said is singing the alphabet. And I was reading this thing before, and it said that you never actually learn the alphabet, because learning something is knowing it forward and backwards. You recite the alphabet like a song. Like, you know every word to probably 100 songs, but can you sing it backwards? No. Can you sing the fucking alphabet? Everybody knows the goddamn alphabet. Even if you speak a different language, they have an alphabet. Most people can't sing it backwards because you don't actually learn the alphabet. You just memorize the alphabet. So the point, I was like, well, I don't really get that. Okay, figure that out. So I was like, okay. But you look at it in math. What's 2 plus 4?
6.
What's 4 plus 2?
8. No, 6.
Yeah, it's the same thing, but you could reverse it either way and you know. It's not like you're like count. Start at fucking P and count towards A. See, like right there. If I stay,
I totally forgot what
but
letter.
Now I could do this. Start at G and go forward. HIJKLMNOP. Like you could just boom. Like it takes you a second, but you get it because it's like a song. That's why I'm saying, dude. You don't memorize the alphabet, you'll learn it. That's why I'm saying, like, when they pull you over and they tell you to sing the alphabet backwards, tell them to go say, can you do it? Because they can't. No one could. Like, maybe, like, some genius motherfucker. But the regular average Joe, like, we're pretty intelligent. Like, we're not, like, super geniuses or anything, but I feel like we're above par. Like, one stroke above par, maybe. But just a little bit.
A bogey?
Oh, no, that's below par, dumbass. So let's not talk about golf, because we don't want to lose too many followers. So with the alphabet, like I said, you learn it forward, not backwards. It's like a song. But to me, I thought about that, and I was like, that's fucking crazy, because it's true. Like I said, any math equation, you know, you could do it both ways. You know, like 5 plus 2 is 7, 2 plus 5 is 7. It's the same fucking thing, but it's just reversed. I don't have to think anything about it. It's the same numbers, you just reverse it. You did it differently because, you know, we were just fucking around, like you said, 8 or whatever you said. But that's the thing, like,
because I thought you were multiplying it that
because
time.
it's like even your own name. Like, my name's Chris. Tell me to spell it backwards. I could, but
it's gonna take you a second.
Yeah, like or SRIHC. You know what I mean? I think that might not be right, but you know what I mean, like. Because we don't learn our name, we just memorize it. It's just weird. Like, I know hundreds of songs by heart. Like, the lyrics of them, I know, like, literally. Like, just Blink-182 ones alone, I know, like...
Just because you sat there and you
I know, like, 96 or 95% of all their songs. There's some of their like older garage band fucking shit that I don't really know. Like on like the Rebecca albums, like shit like that. Some of that shit I don't really know. But for like all the major songs, major albums, I know every.
Hey mom.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not go right to the most. Like, yeah, I know all the words to all the small things, bro. I think that's pretty impressive. I think I'm ready to get a tattoo. You know every word to all the small things? Hey guys, he knows all the words to all the small things. Like, that's not an accomplishment. Like, knowing all the words to shut up is a good thing. Like, no one probably don't know a lot of those songs. Or like,
oh, so like you're not talking the hits.
Oh yeah, I'm not talking about like, of course I know the major songs. If like, hey man, you ever hear the song Smells Like Teen Spirit? You're like, the fuck? Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying that because you have a Nirvana tattoo.
Yeah.
So like, it's one of those things like, yeah, it's a great song, but like, when you're talking about Nirvana, I guarantee you never really talk about It Smells Like Teen Spirit. Like, I will never walk up to another Blink-182 fan, and all the small things will never come out of my mouth. Ever.
My go-to is usually Heart-Shaped Box.
I like
Lithium.
Come As You Are. That's one of my
Come
favorites.
as you are.
Yeah. Because it's one of the ones that's not so grungy. It just kind of shows more of their, like, feel. But I was watching this thing about Dave Grohl was talking. It was funny. He did a really good Christopher Walken impression.
I feel like he's really good at voices. Like,
Well,
you didn't know he was the devil.
Yeah, I didn't even know that he was a devil in Tenacious D. So good.
He was like, "Fuck you, you lost."
He was like, I'm gonna. He was just like fucking air humping, and he was just like smacking the air, and then he had the fucking lube, and he like shot it up in the air, and he was just like Kyle Gass, just like you could see like swallow. He's like, oh god, like he's about to get fucked. So
he was like, "Let's take a hit from the bong of destiny."
The bong of destiny.
And it was just his horn. I'm so angry that it took me forever to see that movie.
Yeah, so that movie's really good. I just love Jack Black, and I think how when he sings is hilarious. He's like,
I think he's
the pack of destiny.
I think he's my favorite part of the Jumanji thing, just because he's like.
I would see it just because of him and Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's funny.
What he said? He said, "Don't look at it."
Kevin Hart it's hilarious because like where is the rest of me? He was like, I am missing like 2 feet of myself.
In the new trailer, he was like, "Did you just eat cake?" And because cake was like his weakness or shit, he was like, "Am I fine? Yeah. Am I okay? Yeah. Am I still black? Yeah."
Remember, wait, was the girl turned into Jack Black, right?
Yeah, they were like, "Don't look at it, Bethany," and she turned around and was like, "Oh my god, I'm a fat older man."
It's so funny. I think it's gonna be cool because, like, they're not actually in it. They're just like the fucking, what do you call it? Video
Avatars.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, the first, like, I was upset at it at first because it's like, hey,
it's...
like
I said, I'm not gonna go see it in theaters.
Yeah,
but,
like
when it's on Netflix or, like, even Redbox, dude, Redbox for $1, you can see a movie? That's not too bad. Even renting games is only $3, which is kind of expensive, but, like I said, spending that $3 to rent Assassin's Creed was a fucking hell of a lot worth it than spending $60 buying it and then slitting my wrist because it was so fucking garbage. I mean, it probably would have been cool, but I just didn't like take enough time to really get into it. You know what I mean? But it was totally different from the other games. They just completely changed.
Because that's literally the origin. Like, that's where you learn how the Assassins and the Templar. That's why it's called Origin.
Well, yeah, but then he should be really good at the shit I was doing way in the future. He should be like the master of that shit, not doing different shit.
Well, do you see where you are? You're in Egypt.
Yeah, but I'm saying like now you have like your right hand, R1 or whatever is your right hand, and L1 is your left hand. So like you have a shield, so you have to like protect and attack. Like, and I get it because it's like 1770 BC. Like I get it, like it's that time era. But like, there's really no. I went into a cave and there's really no stealth. Like I'm trying to sneak across the thing and they're like, hey, and they start shooting me with arrows and shit. It's just like there's no like real easy way to be stealthy in that game. I don't know, it just wasn't that good to me. I wasn't really happy with it. Like I said though, spending that $3 to see it was definitely worth it. Because
then even if you return the $60 game, you're getting like
nothing back.
$20.
Pretty much. 9 new. I fucking hate that with the apartment thing and job thing. I have like hundreds of emails.
Most of them rejections.
Emailed me and said, "Hey, we noticed you left something in your cart." Are you kidding me?
I hate when PlayStation's like, "Hey, you just bought this game, so here's your email about buying the game."
Yeah, when I had that interview. She called me. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it at 11 o'clock." She said, "Okay, cool." And then I got an email, and they said, "Please confirm this email." So I replied, and I said, I got the email. I'll see you at 11 a.m. on Friday. And they emailed me back and said, "Thank you for the confirmation." Then the next day, on Thursday, that was on Wednesday, on Thursday, they called me to confirm the thing. And like, we sent 4 emails confirming this motherfucker, dude. Like, I'll be there. Stop calling me.
Another thing that sucks is not hearing back from places.
Yo. Employees who work on call may soon get extra pay if their shifts aren't scheduled with at least 2 weeks' notice in New York. That means it's on your day off. If they call you in, you can get paid more that day. It's not for sure yet, but it's a thing they're trying to pass. Which is
That
cool.
used to happen to me like 3 times a week.
Before I was full time, it happened to me all the time.
Like there was a good 3 period stretch where they're like, "Hey, can you come in today?"
Yeah, because they can't call me in now because I'm full time. But I don't understand why so many people go to raves. I think that's kind of gay. That's just my opinion. I don't know. Like
Hunter, Malik, and Eli once left my after they left my graduation party, they were going to a rave.
Really? I don't hate on people that go to them. Like if you go to a rave and you have fun, that's awesome. I'm just saying, like I don't know. I probably shouldn't call it gay. I'm just saying, like I just don't.
Most of the deaths not most of them, but like a fair amount on 1,000 Ways to Die happened at raves.
Well, I'm not saying like okay, not your 3 friends that.
I know. I'm just saying like.
But I'm not saying that. But like I feel like a lot of the people that go like they just do like LSD or like other shit like that, and then they're all just like fucking and shit. Like I just picture raves like being a giant fuck fest or something. I don't know. Seems
it's
weird.
Like that Key and Peele
like,
skit.
I don't like bars, dude. So like I don't like bars because like the music and stuff, like people being drunk. But that's like 20 people. I don't want to be around like 1,000 people on drugs. Like, hey man, like trying to dance up on me because they're all fucking high on LSD and I just smoked a joint. I'm just like, what are you doing, dude? Get the fuck off me.
That's a fight for our game. It's like a guy just trying to get out and everyone's just keeps bumping into him and it's like, yo,
they're
why?
just like dance with me. They're like, they don't even attack him. Like they just like dance. And just hate you. You're like, you fucking assholes, move.
But
that's the problem. Like, okay, like when I came back from Disney World the 1 year. I got back, we had a later flight, I got home at like 8:30, and I was fucking tired, dude. Like, I just got back from like 7 days at Disney. I walked nonstop, and for like 3 or 4 of the days, I had to push a fucking lady in a wheelchair. You know what I mean? So, like, that's like walking up hills, down hills, kids and shit running in front of me. I'm like trying to stop. She falls out of the wheelchair, rolls down the hill. Fucking A, I gotta run down, pick her up. Then the wheelchair comes running at me, hits me in the ankles. Like,
how many times? This is like a Will Ferrell skit.
This happened like 6 times.
That was like 99% of Daddy's Home, just Will Ferrell.
Just being an asshole.
Like, there was, yeah.
But, like, so, you know, I get home after the flight, whatever. It's like 8 o'clock. I'm like, I get home, I bring my bag upstairs. I tell my grandmother, I'm just going to go to Tim's house for a minute. So you just got home. Like, I know, but I've been gone for 7 days. I just want to see my friends. Like, I'm not staying for a long time. But I got back.
You go for a minute, you're like, hey, okay, I'm going back home.
Pretty much. It was, I think it was like a Friday or a Saturday night. I got over there and there was like, it wasn't just Trevor and Tim sitting on the couch playing Xbox, which I expected. I just thought it was gonna be a chill night, just three. Even like if like Heather and a couple other people were there, like Anthony, I wouldn't care. But it was a bunch of people. Some people, like I knew everybody there, but it was just a bunch of fucking random people that playing beer pong and shit.
So it was pretty much a party.
Yeah, and everybody's kind of drunk. And, like, Trevor's, like, the first person I see because he's, like, sitting there playing the Xbox right by the door. And he's like, hey, man, what's up? And he stands up and gives me a...
I think those people are the best at, like, parties. They're like, oh, shit, things are going on. Give me a drink. Give me a joint.
Everyone saw me and everyone was like, hey! Like, everyone was, like, just cheering and stuff. And I was like, okay. okay,
Chris.
Yeah, but pretty much.
You sound like
But I was really agitated because, like I said, I just came from Disney. I barely smoked cigarettes because they're like, you can smoke cigarettes here, and okay, like see like 800 miles. Oh, you can't see it, yeah, because it's really far. Like, yeah, like way over there's the other spot in the whole park you could smoke, like those 2 spots. Like,
or you can go outside and smoke, and then come back inside.
no, like inside the parks, like there's 2 spots, like 2 or 3 spots in the whole park you could smoke. So like, oh, we're in Tomorrowland. Well, I have to get all the way to fucking like fucking Thunder Canyon before I can have a fucking cigarette.
Did you sleep in the hotel in the middle?
No, we stayed in like this one whole like that's not a motel. It's like part of the Disney resorts, but like there was a spot that had a cigarette. Like I can't even go out on the balcony and just have a cigarette because like they have like Mickey Mouse fucking guys walking around like, ha, hey pal, you're fired. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so like, hey,
like I don't even work for you.
Like, hey, what are you doing? And they just chase you down and they fucking just hit you with a Mickey Mouse wand. And you're just like, with a baton. You're like, oh fuck. And then you're like,
I thought of like
they
them.
spray this fucking shit in your face, and you wake up in the morning, like you're just like, oh, and like you look on your body, and you have, like Mickey Mouse bruises all over you, but you don't remember anything. It's really fucked up.
You just look.
Not worth it. But you could go out of your thing, go down. Like we're always like never on the fucking ground level where it could be easy. No, always on the 3rd or 2nd. You go outside the balcony, it's outside, dude. Like I can. That's the sounds I make when I smoke cigarettes.
Sounds like you were eating an ass.
Yeah, the air is different in Florida, so it sounds different. No, so like,
maybe that's why they're crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit more swampy. You know, like Nunu, just eating the cigarette asses. So that's why they're called butts. Cigarette butts, because you're eating ass. No, because no, so yeah, so you have to go all the way downstairs, and it's kind of like by like the entrance to like the big hotel, like the store and like check in and all that, and it's like kind of by the pool, way over there. There's like a little smoking area. And there's like they just put like a graveyard set up in there, so they're just like, oh, you're smoking, you're gonna die soon and stuff. I'm like, fuck you guys. Like I put my cigarette out on the gravestone. Fuck you. Like that's made of paper mache. Now it's burning. Like, what are you doing?
For some reason, as a kid, I always assumed that I never understood the fact that the people were checking in when they went on like special trips, were in shows where they'd be like, oh hey, we're in Disney. I always thought the hotel was the airport.
Oh.
Just like every time they went outside, they were like, not that like the fact that they've been there.
They're like, oh, how do we get down? How do we get to that building down there? Like, yeah, just hop on that airplane.